The hype system. Hyping a video is a 50-50 between great success or the Mbappe special. Because you can have all of the hypes in the world, but if your thumbnail or video is bad, nobody's going to watch it. But it will still appear on this big ass leaderboard here with enough hypes. If you don't know how to access the hype leaderboard, you got to click the explore arrow at the top of your YouTube and select hype. Each country has different hype leaderboards, which is the reason mine is filled with count bin face videos, because shockingly, I am British. If you don't hype any videos or check the leaderboards, you can spend your days with your algorithm being perfectly fine. Sort of. So I didn't really realise it at first, but if you go to the individual sections of hype from music, gaming, sport, etc., it appears as a playlist in your watch history, and people are definitely using these playlists. Do you also notice those elephants right there? How can a video with 2,000 views and 180 likes have 1.8 million hype points? If everyone who liked the video happened to hype it, they would be getting 9,700 points per hype.
You see how this looks, right?
Unfortunately, there's no way to determine how much you can hype a video anymore, since hitting the hype button just automatically hypes it. So I was forced to hype the video in order to see how much it increased by. Lo and behold, 7,500 per hype on a 400k sub channel. How is that possible? Assuming that's the same for each viewer who hyped it, that equates to around 244 hypes. So the numbers balance out, the video is surprisingly not bothered, but the system just favours the large channel for some bizarre reason. The hype system isn't supposed to do that. Bonus points are only supposed to be applied to small channels. And because of these larger channels getting more points, the smaller creators don't get anything. In comparison, I hyped 660 for this channel with 20k. How on earth does that work? Now, your honour, a second elephant has entered the room. This is Pookie music. The worst name I've seen today. 4.9k views with a milli hype points. Only 81 likes too. Going off only likes, that is 12,000 per hype. Why didn't I hype the video to check the number? Now this video is blatantly botted hypes. Even the comments on the video are where it's AI too. This is in a very similar vein to view botting, except it's much harder to detect on YouTube's end. New accounts can't hype videos, so you can't just make a dozen ults and do it at once. Well, not exactly. See, the hype system's been in beta for at least a year. If someone had in theory made 20 to 30 accounts just laying dormant, maybe subscribe to a few random channels too, make them look real, then when the time comes where they can hype videos, they can just unleash the swarm. Bonus points if each of the bots are from different locations, so it ends up on every country's leaderboard. I can see this becoming a recurring thing if YouTube doesn't adjust the system, since Pookie Music did the exact same thing earlier and has another video sitting on 500,000 hypes with 25 likes. No, seriously, 25. That is not edited. This is a screen recording. I blame this sudden botted surge on YouTube removing the ability to see how much you're hyping a video. Like, it really is that simple. Why on earth would you omit the perfectly fine information that had zero negative effect on the platform? You could put a YouTube developer in a saw trap where the trap only sets off if they reinvent this perfectly fine wheel in the corner. There is a perfectly fine unlocked door over there and they'll still find a way to set up the trap. I think I've already used that joke before. I need to get some new material, man. Thing is though, YouTube has struggled to detect view botting in the past as well. There used to be an ancient exploit known as the unlisted method, where you'd bot 1,000 views on an unlisted video of some sort of trending topic, make it public, then boom, the algorithm gives you the green flag since it assumes you got 1k in the first minute of the video being live. I'm going to move my mic forward now. Please turn your phone down. Do not try this. This is what blatantly obvious view botting used to look like, but since the hype numbers are so inconsistent and hidden away, it's hard to keep track of. Meaning leaderboards can be perma-botted and YouTube will be blissfully unaware the whole time, and take longer to fix it than it did with the unlisted method. To make matters worse, I'm sure you've seen the news about YouTube changing how their views work. Now, whenever you click on a video, that's when the view count starts. So you're telling me that this hype thing isn't going to get noticed because the view counts are going to start adding up again, meaning it'll become harder to detect botted hypes. I'm making this video now to make people aware of the fuckwittery that's going on, because after the 24th of August, this will be undetectable pretty much. And yeah, if you couldn't tell already, I'm a very big YouTuber and had the very big idea of buying a sound pack for my videos, only to realize it was just gun sounds, glass breaking and Angry Birds. So yeah, my infinite wisdom is responsible for all these sound effects in the video. Also, my PC is utterly cooked from the heatwave, so I can't open Premiere Pro for a week in fear that it might blow up.
Joke.
I'm not really bothered if the PC itself blows up. I just not like to be in the vicinity of it when it blows up, because if I die from that and I end up in the news with like a chopped photo of me as my final mugshot, that would be a very, very bad legacy. So 1 like equals 1 hour Rap Got 3 hours clean can use his PC without fear of it blowing up. So like the video, guys. I'd ask you to hype it as well, but I mean, you just watch that video. You see how busted it is.